What's your thoughts on having an economic development unit in council?
Yeah, look, I think this has been brought up before in previous years. I know that I believe it has come in council before. Certainly, look, I'm open to the idea of having an economic development officer in the Shire, but I don't want to have obviously a bureaucratic position for the sake of having a bureaucratic position. We need to have clearly defined outcomes and goals of exactly what we're trying to achieve with it. There needs to be a measurable return on investment. I am open to it. I'm certainly open to look at it, but we want to make sure we've got a measurable return on investment on it. We want to make sure we're clear with our goals and our outcomes for an EDU. But in principle, I do support it.
What's your position on the dredging of the Ballina Bar?
Yeah, look, dredging the Ballina Bar, I guess, obviously, you know, it's clear from both a health and a safety point of view, certainly for the health of marine health, that the bar needs to be dredged. I mean, well, certainly North Creek in general to help flush out the system effectively, just like any other marine system. It needs to be flushed out once in a while, and it doesn't really get a chance to do that in its current state. The bar, for safety reasons, obviously, for fishermen trying to cross the bar is especially dangerous at the moment. The RMS, well, my understanding, the Roads Maritime Services will be releasing a report. Ultimately, I'm not trying to buck past or anything, but it is a state government issue where the Marine Authority has the authority on the issue. The state government has a report in the coming weeks with the options, and hopefully we can. Certainly, I'm keen to do whatever we can to help make it happen, and we'll see what comes back from the RMS and their report, and go from there.
How do you feel about having a commercial marina?
Yeah, well, look, it's a good one. I spoke with Phil Silver the other day. I had a good chat with him because I know Phil's been a big backer of the commercial marina for a long time. To be honest, it would have to come from the state government. I think certainly council is certainly keen to look at something like that. I think there's a lot of potential with it, and certainly even a joint venture would be the way to go. It would be great for Smith Drive. Certainly there'd be a potential to reinvigorate Smith Drive with a commercial marina. Look, there's a lot of very big positives for the Shire. If the state government was up for it, because in the end we're going to need their support, particularly because they're the authority on the water. If they're up for it and they want to put their hand up, we're happy to go on a joint venture and help make that happen.
What's your position on coal seam gas mining?
Oh, look, I think pretty much every councillor will be saying they obviously won't support coal seam gas in the Shire. Look, I don't want to jump on the bandwagon simply because it's popular, but I mean, I do think water security is an important issue, and obviously I think there are better and more effective ways to mine in this country than using coal seam gas.
What's your position on the selling of community assets?
Yeah, that's an interesting question. I don't know exactly who's written that question, but I mean, you know, to my knowledge, we haven't sold any community assets in the last term in council. I haven't come across anyone who's willing to buy a piece of road or a garbage truck for that matter, but we have sold commercial assets of councils, and they're done under commercial terms, and I'm quite satisfied with that and how that's been proceeding.
Do you think that should be done with the consultation of the community or by council?
Oh, look, they're commercial decisions. A lot of commercial decisions are commercial in confidence, and for the reason being to get the best return on investment from those commercial properties, and because we're trying to get the best commercial return, a lot of that stuff will be done within the executive. And I mean, it makes sense that way, because at the end of the day, the objective of the commercial property is to get commercial return. And if we're going to get that commercial return, we need to do that in a commercial manner, and gain that commercial return and basically pushing those areas where we can. We're going to get a better outcome for the community because we're going to get more money. The better commercial outcomes we get, the more money we get, which we don't have to get from rates, which allows us to obviously develop infrastructure that we wouldn't have otherwise been able to develop.
What's your position on the new LEP? Are you happy with the one that Ballina Shire Council's come up with?
Look, the LEP is a complicated instrument. Obviously, our original LEP was, to be frank, pretty bloody good. I can understand certainly the need to update the basic framework, and look, I guess the long and the short of it is that the LEP template in its initial form was frankly crap, and fortunately the new state government has been a bit more open to, I guess, trying to fix some of the issues. When the first LEP came out in '87, it wasn't perfect either, and I believe that the LEP, I think it'll get there over time. I don't think it's 100% perfect, but I don't think we're going to get 100% perfect on straight up either. So, what I see is basically, with the new state government in power, they are happy to, I guess, effectively work with local government more so than what the previous state government were. So I think we can get closer to the outcomes that we're after for the whole community over time. As I said, it's not going to happen overnight. The last LEP had over a couple hundred plus revisions to it over the last 20 years of its existence. So you can expect the new LEP to have a number of revisions in itself. So I think, as I said, look, I think all I'm going to say to people is, look, we've got some good staff that do legitimately care about the Shire. There's been a lot of work that's gone into this LEP. Give it a bit more time. I think that we can get this right, and I think that with the new state government, we're going to get a bit more cooperation. We can fix some of the issues with the template, and I think we can certainly get it a lot more. I think we'll never get it absolutely perfect. I think always big people aren't going to be happy, but I think on the balance, I think we can certainly get just that little bit better, and I think over time, we'll certainly get there.
Thank you.
No problem.